Hello my friends, my name is AtYourServiss and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Denton, Maryland in the US of A. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I hope that you will enjoy what you've come to see, and if you are visiting for the second, third, fourth, or maybe many times, I'm glad you're back and welcome to everybody. So tonight I'm going to just show you a little fun fold card. So simple. This is one of the simplest fun folds I've ever come across, but it's a little unique, which is what made me love it. And I'm going to be highlighting the Latte Love stamp set and die bundle. Love this whole set. It's just been so much fun to play with. And it also has a coordinating designer series paper called A Little Latte, and it features a lot of the like coffee rings on a table, little coffee beans like this one, coffee splotches. I had that pack in here with me, but looks like I've taken it back into the other room. But it is called A Little Latte, and it coordinates with this stamp set just perfectly. So let me show you this fun fold, and then let me show you how I made it. So it simply opens up like so. Pretty easy, but just a little bit cute in the way it all folds back up, I believe. And so let me show you how I made that. So I'm going to bring in my notes here so I can give you some measurements. So you're going to start out with a card base. I've used thick white cardstock that measures 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score it. Let me do that right now. At 1 1/2 and 5 1/2. So 1 1/2 and 5 1/2. Simple scores, and just 2 of them. Okay, put that aside. Then the designer series paper for the front is out of that designer series pack I was telling you about, called a Latte Love, and it measures 4 by 4. And then the 2 pieces for the side, they measure 4 by 2. So put it up here. So 4 by 2. And you're going to want a piece of basic white that measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So something's not measuring right there. Hold on 1 minute. That one measures 4. I wonder if I picked up the wrong one. Oh, don't tell me they're all measuring 4. Goodness gracious. Oh, they are. Okay, I need to cut, yeah, a different one. Okay, bring in my paper cutter. And 4 1/4 is what we want this basic white piece to be. 4 1/4. A little smudge on that. Let's just cut that right off. By 4 1/4. Okay. Now we're ready to roll. Okay. So the designer paper for the front is 4 by 4, but the basic white piece is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Much better. Okay. And then we're also going to bring in, put these right here, a little piece of lemon lolly, a little piece of copper clay. And I'm going to use the Unbounded Love dies. So these go with the stamp set, Unbounded Love. These are fun dies. They're a little bit unique. I've never seen them like they look normal, but they cut quite differently. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to use this little one. Okay. And I want to use the sentiment that says, "You're the best part of my day." I'm going to use copper clay ink. I'm going to stamp on the lemon lolly. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. Make some room here for that. I'm going to put down the number 1 plate. I'm using it upside down because I've noticed that some of my print is rubbing off, and I don't know if putting it, actually I don't know that face down is going to help that either now that I think about it. So no, we won't do that. We'll just put it face up. Okay, and then number 2 cutting plate. And I'm going to tape this. Actually, I'm going to put it this way so I can see it better. Tight fit on this one, but it will fit. Okay. And now, last but not least, another number 2 cutting plate. Put that in there. And this way because I'm right-handed. Okay. So here's what I was hinting at a little earlier. When this cuts out, it actually cuts out in 2 different pieces. And I need my, can I put that that way? Let's try this. There we go. So like that. So you get a little frame, and you get the little insert from the inside of the frame. So I want to do that actually again because I want the frame on my sentiment to be a different color. So I'm going to come in with some copper clay, and I'm going to run that through one more time. Oh, did I cut that too little? Oh, I did. Cut that too small. Let me do that. Try that one more time. There we go. And again, we'll bring this in. Plate number 1, plate number 2. Tape that down. Another plate number 2. And roll that through. Okay. All right. Take this off. And then again, we're going to get actually 2 pieces. Outer part of the frame doesn't ever want to just pop right out, but we'll get it. There we go. Alright, so there's that one. Pretty cool, isn't that? And so a lot of these, I'll just bring this back in real quick just to show you, a lot of these cut out that way. They actually cut out 2 different frames. So this one right here I know is one. So it cuts out this scallop piece around the outside, and then it cuts out the inside separately. This one does the same thing. This one does not. I'm not sure about that one. Yes, that one does as well. So you have a frame and then you have the inside of the frame. So it's really a fun die set to play with. Again, it's called Unbounded Love. All right. And what I'm going to do is actually frame this one. So like that. Cute? I think so. All right, and then you could actually do this one too. You could use this one for something in another project. All right, so we are going to bring this back in, and where's my card? Disappeared too. Here it is. I can bring this back out so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to open this up a bit. So it goes this way. So this one is going to be a mountain fold. So that means we're going to fold it backwards. And it's going to create what they call a mountain fold. So it looks like, I can't really show that very well. So it looks like a mountain. Okay, and then the other one is going to be a valley fold. It's going to come towards us. And then it's a valley. This, a mountain, this, a valley. Okay, so it's going to go like that. All right, and then we're going to take our designer series paper, and again, our white background. Get some glue. This is part of that Latte Love with the little coffee beans. Isn't that cute? Okay, get going here. Okay. That set is something worth checking out. It really is a fun set to play with, and it is perfect for making cards for all your friends who love going to coffee shop and getting their favorite latte, espresso. I was thinking of another name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Macchiato? I forget. Please forgive me. We regress a little bit. Okay, and then okay, so then we're going to close the card with this front flap folded backwards towards the score line, and we're going to burnish that a little better. We're going to put glue on just the flap. All right, and then we're going to take this piece and we're going to center that over the entire card, making sure it matches up at the top and the bottom. And if it doesn't, just feel, just put it through your paper cutter and trim it up a little bit, but that's pretty good, I think. Okay, there's your fun fold. Pretty simple. Okay, then we're going to take this piece, I'm going to open this up, and we're going to put, here's another part of that paper, this sort of being like more of espresso color, swirls. Okay, it's going to go right here. Okay, and then the other one is actually going to close this over, and that one's going to go right here. Okay, there we are. Okay, so when it closes, it'll look centered on these two pieces of pumpkin pie, and then it'll open. So I am going to actually take, here they are, get out the little coffee splotch. So in this, you've got little coffee splotches, you've got coffee rings, you've got cocoa beans. Here's the little rings. Actually, I don't need that one. but I am going to use the splotch and just clean this ink off of this one so I can use the block. So I'm using my Stampin' Scrub. Some of you who are new to Stampin' Up may not be familiar with the Stamping Scrub because a lot of people now use the chamois, but I'm old school. I still love to use my Stampin' Scrub to clean my stamps. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in copper clay. Fold that open. You can see where I've added splotches to the inside of the card. Now you could do coffee rings, you could do coffee beans. I like this, the little splats. So we're going to use those. And over here. So put that out of the way. And then we're going to decorate the front. Okay, so I need to close this. Okay, so with the front, let me bring that over so you can see it. We're going to make this coffee press. You've seen me make this part already, and then we're also going to make a coffee cup. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a piece of basic white, and a coffee cup. And there's also a little piece that I want you to notice. And let me just clean this off. Oops, real quick. Okay. And that's this little piece. So this little piece is actually the coffee itself. You're going to see when I get this put together how cute that is. So I'm going to take my Memento ink and I'm going to ink the coffee cup up. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Blends, and these are Calypso Coral. I'm going to outline this cup. So anywhere you see the like little black shaded lines that the person who created this actually puts those, I always go over those with the dark like here as well. And then I'm going to come down these lines and do the bottom. And I'm actually going all the way around the outline everywhere that you see that black Memento ink. I'm going to use the the dark Calypso Coral. So if I were doing this in real life, probably most of the shadow would be down here at the bottom of this handle, and it would probably get lighter as we go up to the top. So I'm going to kind of just do something along those lines, maybe all the way around there. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then I just want to go back and kind of come up these lines and just add more color. But everybody's color is just a little different, so you might not want to do it this way, but this is just my way. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to come and get the light colored, the light Calypso Coral, and I'm going to kind of fill in. Oh, I think I probably need. Good. Oh yeah, it's working. I'm going to kind of fill in all of this white space. Actually, I'm going to use the other tip. It'll be better, easier for me to color it there. I love coloring, almost as much as I love fun folds. Okay, then I'm just going to kind of scribble over this. Now, you don't want to color where the coffee is going to go. You do want to leave that white for the moment. Actually, I think I'm going to get my, oh, I don't have it. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to let it dry. If you let it dry and then you come back and like add another layer of color, that works really well. While we're waiting on that, I'm going to, oh, not this one, I want this one. Oh, I realized I left an ink pad in the other room. Let me go get that. Okay, this is what I wanted. So I've got some pecan pie ink. I'm going to take that little stamp that I was showing you. You can see it, yeah. And I'm going to ink it up and stamp it right in the middle. What I like about that stamp is the little white lines in it. Seems like, actually, can you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but it's cute. You just have to trust me. All right, now it doesn't fill up that entire space. Not sure why. So what I've done is I've just taken the, I think I started with the light pecan pie blend and kind of just went around and filled that space in. And actually, I think I want the dark. I'm trying to match the color. Yeah, that's better. So I don't know if that's supposed to be designed to be part of the cup where I'm drawing or part of the coffee, but I'm making it part of the coffee. Alright, and then I'm going to go back in again with my light Calypso coral and just kind of blend. I think part of the problem is my blend is, this ink in, my blend is older, and I probably have a newer one and didn't actually grab that one. This one's taking a while to get dark and blend really well. So like compared, for instance, to this one, see how different that looks. But it's okay, it's all good. I'm sure whoever gets this card will not actually know the difference, but you know how it is. I know the difference, and I always like to do my best. Okay, so I think I like that. And I might want to add a little bit more dark down at the bottom. So, down in this area. Yeah. Maybe a little more over on this side here as well. Being that my light blend is not very dark, we'll just add more dark. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to come back in. And please forgive me if you don't like to watch people color. I get that one probably coming through. Always have a protective paper underneath where you're using blends, because the blends do seep through the paper. Yeah, I'm liking that better. So, like on the back. Alright, so we have that piece done. And then I'm going to get the die cut that goes with that one. And bring my cut and emboss. Okay, and this is the last piece that I actually need to cut and emboss. I mean, to actually cut, because the other pieces I've already done, but this piece I had not. So is that going to fit? No. we'll just cut that out. And then plate number 1, plate number 2, and my coffee cup, then my die, and then a little bit of tape. Let's take this piece off the old one, and then another plate on the top. So number 1 is the base plate, then a number 2 cutting plate, then another, and then your die and paper, and then another number 2 cutting plate. And here we go. I love that little mini cut and emboss, especially for just carrying it. Like, I can carry it from room to room. I can take it places with me easily. It's nice to have in here when I'm doing videos because it's so small. It doesn't take up a lot of room on my table like the full-size one does. Okay, that's another component there. And then the last component that I have for the front of that is the coffee press. Now I have already die cut these pieces, but I wanted to show you how I put them together. I think you can see them okay. Alright, because there is a little bit of a learning curve to this. Okay, so I have actually used for the, let me show you the pieces that I use. So this piece right here is the piece that I've used for this. And I have used vellum cardstock. Stampin' Up, please come back with vellum cardstock. We need it so much. They retired it for whatever reason. I'm not sure because they didn't ask me my opinion. I'm not really sure why. But with this, you're going to add it so that, let's see if I can show you this. Maybe I can show you on here better. Yeah. Okay, so the little notch that comes out right there, it's hard to see. Maybe you can see it there. Oh, actually, let me show you on the die. That's even better. Okay, that little spot right there. Okay, your coffee press is going to get positioned so that that little pour spout, is actually what it is going right below the lid. Gosh, I wish I could, oh, there we go. You can see that better. Okay, and the coffee is actually going on top of this way. Now, you might notice on some of these dies, this is a good example of one, there's like a little slit there. And it's for nothing. It's just for dimension. Nothing slips inside it, nothing like that. So it's just to make it look a little more 3D. Okay, so you're going to add the coffee down towards the bottom. Slide that over some. There we go. You want it right in the middle. Here. Okay, sliding around on me too much. All right, that's good. Okay, and then this piece is going to lay over the top of it. Now this is where this gets a little tricky in that you only, and again, this one's also got slits in it. I don't know if you can see them, but again, they're just for texture. They're not for anything to slip in between. You're going to actually just add glue to this piece and this piece. You can add glue to these. We'll just do it. You can add glue to these two pieces. Maybe you can get it to come out. There we go. You could also use the adhesive sheets on this if you wanted to. Okay, and then, okay, again, I'm going to line up that little spout up at the top. Actually put a piece of scrap paper in here so I don't get glue on my base. And we're going right there. Okay, there we go. And that's your coffee press. You've got your cup, you've got your frame. That's all you need. Okay, we're going to bring in the card again. And I did not put anything up on dimensionals because of the thickness of this going through the mail. I don't want anybody to have to pay extra postage, so I've just left it flat down. I want to burnish that fold one more time. Okay, I think that will help lay it flatter. Yeah. All right, so this one is going to go zip. So I'm just sort of copying my original card. And on this one, you do not want to put glue where you can see through the vellum. So always like hide that behind. Oh, I didn't glue that piece down. Hide it behind where the cardstock is. So you can put anywhere you can see the cardstock, but don't put it where it's just see-through vellum. So put it all there. You can put it down on the handle. That should be enough to hold it. And then you're just going to lay that down right there. Okay, then the sentiment. Make sure I leave enough room for my frame. But I'm actually going to put my sentiment down first. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to put the frame down first. Let's get something a little better to hold on to it with. Ooh, that came out a lot. It's a brand new bottle of glue. Okay. And I'm going to go straight on with that. Yep. Okay. And then my sentiment. You're the best part of my day. My customers are the best part of my day. Without you, I couldn't have all this fun. So thank you for being there for me. All right. And then just glue that down. And there you have it. 2 quick, simple, fun fold cards. Did you think that was pretty easy, don't you think? I think that is just a really cute fun fold and super simple fun fold. So I hope you have enjoyed those instructions tonight. I hope you'll try one of these fun folds. I don't know that there's an actual name for it, not one that I know of anyway, so if you know the name of it, you can leave it in the comments for me. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that if you haven't already subscribed to my channel that you would, and that you'll give me a thumbs up. It always helps on YouTube when people that are watching your videos actually interact with you. So I would appreciate any interaction you'd like to give me. Only positive, please, because, yeah, nobody wants negative feedback, but I'll take it if I have to. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, my name is AtYourServiss. I am at your service. So if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. And if you need any supplies, my online store is www.odbstampin.stampinup.net. If you need to reach me, my email is odbstamping@yahoo.com. So I hope you've, again, enjoyed this. And until we meet again, have a great week. Thanks for dropping by.